What is going on, guys? My name is Germ and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, as always, leave your boy a like and subscribe. And today we're gonna be taking a look at our boys LR Team Bardock level 10 links. Finally, after 4 years of this character's existence in Dokkan, we can rainbow LR Team Bardock. So without further ado though, let's go ahead and check out our boys' details and check out. I do think that Bardock could be alright, but you know, it's not like a good alright. So Team Bardock, category 4 key, 130% to stats, 50% attack and defense for 1 turn on 12 key, and looks like 50% attack and defense, and then give superclass allies 30% attack on 18 key. They get 3 key and 100% attack and defense. They get an additional 50% attack when launching a super, an additional 50% defense, and a guaranteed additional attack if there is another Team Bardock category ally attacking in the same turn. They give superclass allies 50% attack and defense, and then they get 1 key up to 5, and 20% attack and defense up to 100% for Team Bardock category allies. So, on a full Team Bardock team, Team Bardock is giving superclass allies 50% attack and defense, and they're giving Team Bardock category allies 5 key and 150% attack and defense support. Now, the support is insane, man. That's the best support ability in the entire game, but it's only for Team Bardock. Links are Team Bardock, Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Pride, Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan War, Prepared for Battle, Legendary Power. They're on Team Bardock, Low Class Warrior, Pure Saiyans, Joint Forces, Grade 8 Power, Space Traveling Warriors, and Storied Figures. In terms of linking partners, I mean, that's where this unit kind of falters, right? Just pointing that out. I guess this World Tournament Bardock isn't the worst option, but yeah, the rest of it is terrible. Man, we're running them with LR Bardock, by the way, just to give you a heads up. And in terms of 200% leader skills, they're on Goku and Vegeta, who suck. Turles is mid. Bardock sucks, and then Goddess, man. So, you know, not a lot of places you can really run this character, unfortunately. So, let's go ahead and just check him out real quick. 377k defense. Let's go. We can put him in slot 1, right? Let me actually run them with... Will I get any extra links with Tora? I will. Oh, wow. We get a lot of links with Tora. Okay, good. And then the next turn, we're going to be able to hop on with LR Bardock. So... my biggest thing with this unit is the fact that they're essentially kind of... wow, okay. 13 mil, huh? Now, they are kind of locked to the Team Bardock category. Not in the worst imaginable way possible, but they get a lot when there's another Team Bardock ally. And keep in mind, they're... so that right now, they're over 800k defense. Huh? Wow, with the... ooh, okay. And then obviously we'll get a turn with them without like all of the crazy support that we're getting from Bardock and stuff like that. Bardock crew, right? We'll get them on rotations without Bardock, just to without a Team Bardock category ally and stuff like that, just to really make sure and look at how different they become when there's no Team Bardock allies. One thing I did see in their passive, right? The 50% defense should just be on that second part. So when they get an additional 50% attack when launching a super, that should just be 50% attack and defense. Just give them an extra 50% defense when there's a Team Bardock category ally. That's it. Easy. Boom. That's literally all they had to do. Right now we're on the Turles team, so we're on purpose. We're shafting Turles, right, in order to run this Bardock build because, for the life of me, Tech Bardock does not exist on the friends list. Which is kind of, you know, Tech Bardock not on the friends list it's kind of becoming because the guy is a year and a half old, right? You know, Bardock is now going to be a year and a half old in a couple months. So it's like, yeah, it should be hard to find those two, you know, 2022 characters, but it shouldn't be that hard. Man. So they're kind of locked to the Team Bardock category. Now, otherwise, their kit looks amazing. It's just, it's all Team Bardock. And Team Bardock is not a category right now. So 369k defense we have here. We're going to have 6 out of 7 links active with LR Bardock. Support from our boy Tora, who I believe Tora gives, what is it? Story figures category allies 20%? Oh no, he gives story figures. You can't even read this, man. We're story figures 3 key and 30% attack and defense. So we're getting 30% attack. That sucks, dude. My finger is so big that it covers up the passive part. Okay, 12 mil by him, right? That is with the extra, like, 50% attack, you know. Just putting that out there. That's him with, like, the extra 150. 13.46 by Team Bardock. Okay. Notice the difference between actually being able to rainbow this character. Imagine if we were still, like, not able to... imagine if we were still not able to rainbow them. right? There are missions right now, so you can just collect a bunch of copies of Team Bardock and stuff like that, and the other various free-to-play Bardock and Ginyu Force members. But imagine if you couldn't rainbow this guy right now. That would be freaking hilarious, honestly. Alright, cool. So let me try to get physical Bardock over there on the rotation as well. We could pop a Ghost Usher, why not? This isn't the Turles or the Tech Bardock showcase. This is just me running Team Bardock. Now that finally, after 4 years, that's still the craziest thing ever. They had so many opportunities to let us rainbow this character, and they just never did, right? We should have been able to rainbow this character when they came out back in 2020. That should have been the case. We should not have to have waited 4 years to rainbow this character. We should have been able to rainbow them day one, second one with AGL Bardock Celebration. But no. It's, well, you know, you could, I guess, realistically. But we're going to wait. We're going to drop the dupes throughout various releases. Because you could rainbow, Tech Ginyu, you could rainbow rather quickly, I think. Because they just put copies into the Battlefield shop like that. So it's like they could have just put Bardock into the Battlefield. I don't think people would be mad if Bardock was in the Battlefield shop. So it looks like they're going to be staying at that 300k range. Now, I am really scared of doing this too, honestly. Just pointing out the obvious. I am very terrified of running this character because that defense is not good enough for modern day content, right? Even this fight over a year old now, the Red Ribbon Army Red Zone is over a year old, and this does a lot of damage. Yeah, we're dead. Sweet. So that's the thing. Bardock, Team Bardock could take a lot of damage just because Team Bardock right now is in shambles, man. It's just in shambles. This is the Team Bardock category. It's not good. It really isn't, right? And, you know, they could have made this guy way better, right? They could have made him way, way better, but they chose not to. So, yeah, maybe in the future we'll get more kind of different characters. Maybe like a... I don't think they'd give Dokkan Fest to Fasha, Tora, and Shugesh and all that stuff, man. I really doubt it. Maybe like a revamped version of the free-to-play. Like, I don't know. Imagine we get another Dokkan Fest Bardock who dies into Super Saiyan Bardock or something like that. And we could maybe get banner unit, I don't know, Shugesh and Tora and Fasha and Borgos or something like that. Some ways to buff this category. What I'm going to do is for the next part of this showcase, we are not going to bring any Team Bardock characters at all. We're just going to run Team Bardock with their best linking partner, which is LR Bardock, and then we're just going to kind of check them out. All right, so I've decided to bring, I decided to bring a team that does not completely buff Bardock to hell. So the difference now is he's kind of just at 290k defense. Okay. Not too, I mean, that's bad, but it's not too bad, right? Now, what are we missing out on? The only other Team Bardock category ally on the team is LR Physical Bardock, right? That is the only other Team Bardock lead that we have, Team Bardock character. So now what's going to happen is Bardock is missing out on an extra. He's only giving all allies 1 key and 20% attack and defense. And now, I don't know if they count themselves, so just in case, I'm going to go with that. If they do count themselves, they are giving 2 key, 40% attack and defense, but realistically, it's not that heavy. Yeah, 10 mil. So without that many Team Bardock category allies on the team, it's not going to look very pretty for Bardock. From the looks of it, it's not going to look super pretty for Bardock, but 6.7. Yeah, their damage went down, man. Okay. Now, that's not, damage isn't too important, right? Right now, they were maybe like 5 to 600k defense. So they're tanking normals fairly well. Not against like Gogeta Blue or anything like that, but they're tanking the normals all right. Yeah, I don't know how I feel. I think they're really good, honestly. I do. It's just, I do believe they are pretty heavily restricted. Because the Team Bardock category sucks. And it's bad. Team Bardock is not a category that should be a basis for a whole character. But I understand. The point is, this Bardock unit is supposed to be ran with the other free-to-play Bardock characters, right? That's the whole point, the whole purpose of this character is, oh, you just put him on a team with the free-to-play Tora, free-to-play Shugesh, free-to-play Fasha, Bardock, Borgos, yay. So, let's check this out. Now, they give, is it Planetary Destruction to support? Yeah. And Space Traveling Warriors get a little bit of an extra support as well, but not the worst right there. So, let's check this out. This will probably be the final turn I can get here for Bardock. I don't know how I feel. I think they're really good, right? First of all, the only craziest part about this character is the fact that it takes 4 years to rainbow them. So, you could get your copies of Bardock now, right, with these missions, if you haven't been grinding out Bardock for the past 4 years. Right, if you're a newer player, I guess. I don't know how you'd get all these copies. I guess these missions will be the way if you're like your brand new player that just started off during the anniversary or something like that. Yeah, 9.75. So damage is actually solid, right? 9 mil, 10 mil to 13 million. We've seen them at their max, the 13 mil. That's not bad at all. No. But Bardock's damage is pretty good. He's just locked to a very unfortunate situation that he's a gimmicky free-to-play LR, right? That's kind of the issue with Bardock. It's just that he's a gimmick free-to-play character because he's intended to be ran with the other free-to-play Bardock characters. Other than that, though, I think this Bardock could be a fairly solid, like, floater. Maybe if you're running, like, I don't know, Tech Bardock's team or something like that. 50% just offensive, attack and defensive support. That's nothing to laugh at. That's really good. Team Bardock obviously gets the key, so, Tech Bardock would be getting the key support. But, yeah, I honestly, not that shabby. They're pretty good. It's just funny that it took 4 years to rainbow them. So, if you guys made it to the end of the video, let me know what you guys think about Team Bardock. I honestly think they're fantastic. If you guys made it to the end, leave your boy a like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.